Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're gonna continue our showcase of Magellan with our second Magellan video. And this time we're gonna go against Whitebeard, which is exactly why this deck has started becoming more popular. Because Magellan actually does very well against Whitebeard because of a card called Jack that can remove the opponent's cards from their hand, as well as every other tool that just messes up that Dawn curve for Whitebeard deck. So hope you enjoyed the game coming up soon, and remember, if you like our content, to subscribe below. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy. In this matchup, we'll be going up against Whitebeard. So this is the counter that is supposed to be good for us. We have the Hanyabal, we have the Jack. We cannot keep this hand. We're going first as well. So, okay, so we were looking for a Magellan here. We didn't get the Magellan. We could go for the Sadi, second Sadi, but that doesn't seem amazing to me. Hell's Judgement is not bad for later on, but I think I'm going to keep the second Sadi. I think I'm going to take the second Sadi. This Jack is good. So this Jack is good because it's going to make the opponent lose cards in their hand, and that's kind of what we're looking for, right? We do want to have the Magellan. We didn't see it on the top 5. So hopefully he's coming sometime soon, or we get another Hanyabal. We didn't see any other Hanyabals, right? But being able to set up this Jack is not a bad thing either, right? The problem is that obviously I'm going to be spending a Dawn every time that I wanted to trash a card. So it can be a little bit iffy sometimes if you're not being careful. Opponent's just going to go out and attack? No, you can't attack on turn 1. What am I thinking? I was like, oh, yeah, he's gonna go ahead and attack, but you cannot attack on turn 1. Yeah, let's just play the Jack. We got nothing better to do anyways. Don't want to attack just yet. I mean, I could have put some damage through, but I mean, it's fine to go for this. I just want to develop this Jack and start getting cards out of their hand when they can't do anything about it. Especially when they have no big units to kill Jack with. It should allow me to at least get 2 attacks in with Jack. Again, the problem is the Dawn becomes a little bit awkward, but I am also kind of not in a hand that requires a lot of Dawn. It's not like we have a hand that requires a lot of Dawn anyways, right? Unless we top deck the Magellan. I need to get him like off value here. So the opponent goes for the Robin. Now that's gonna be a problem, right? So that Robin is gonna be a problem, because she can actually, well, I guess she won't kill me here, but we could play the Minokoala. So play the Sadi and then the Minokoala follow up with. I could go for that, right? This is a blocker. That would be 3 Dawn. I still get left with 1. I still get left with 2, sorry. So we can actually go here, go 6. Let's go Sadi first. Minokoala. We attack for 6. Use the card action. Return the Dawn. This goes up to 6 now, allowing me to be able to attack. Opponent has to actually force to trash a card. So they're going to lose 1 card here, and they have to lose another one if they actually want to block this. We have a blocker to protect our Jack. So opponent's going to get rid of the Kindu. And then has to have another card unless they just want to take the life. And then we can still push 6 right here. Which is what I like. The reason we play this Sadi first, okay, so they ended up doing a 2k counter, and then we go ahead and attack with Magellan again. Well, not again, but now we attack with Magellan, and we eat up another 2k counter. So just like that, opponent just lost 2 2k counters and one of their units, their Kindu. They can kill Sadi here with the Robin, right? So they can kill the Sadi with the Robin. I want to have this Queen. Well, actually, if the opponent just attacks for 5, we can just block for counter for 2, right? And then we can block with Minokoala. So they're gonna kill the Sadi, I'm guessing. Makes the most sense, right? This is going to be at 7. So we can block that with the Minokoala. Which means the opponent's going to lose a Dawn, right? So we can go... Yeah, let's just do the 2k counter here. Then the opponent has to attack. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Wow. See, opponent's trying to ignore my Minokoala, right? So opponent's trying to ignore my Minokoala so that they don't have to lose a Dawn. Because that way I don't have to, like, I don't get an extra Dawn here, but I think that's fine. I think we block that one. We can do the same thing again here, right? We can attack the Robin. And down to attacker for 6, just to make sure that the opponent has to spend another 2k card to actually be able to kill it. So if we go 6, we can still go 5 for the Queen. We can still go 5 for the Queen. We could also go Hydra and give her the 3k, and then we can actually attack with the Hanyabal. I just don't know if the Hydra is the right place right now. I think I do want to search with this Queen. I think I want to search with the Queen. Just return the Dawn. Ooh. Do I ever need this Kaido? Wow. 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 That's a big commitment. I don't think I'm gonna need the Kaido, right? I think I'm gonna go 2 here, like we said. You're gonna attack the Queen, use my card action. I'm gonna return another Dawn. The opponent has to trash a card from their hand, and just again keep removing these cards from their hand, which is the whole advantage that Whitebeard has. So they have to get rid of their ace. They still will need to commit 2 cards here to just save this Robin. And we have another blocker and have enough counters that we could potentially save this Jack one more time. And then we attack for 6 here again, and the opponent has to either take the life or commit a card to not take the life. And they do another 2k. So that's 3 2ks out of the way. Opponent's down to... We technically have the same amount of cards as the Whitebeard player. Now, the problem is that they're about to get to their turn 9 next turn, right? So they're about to get to their turn 9 next turn, and they also get a Luffy here, so they're going to have 3 attacks. We might not be able to save this Jack anymore. Yeah, we might not be able to save this Jack anymore. Unfortunate. Because if the opponent puts a 2 down here, they ignore my blocker, Queen. Maybe we actually go for it. Maybe we actually try to save it. So we're going to have 5 down. We're going to have 7 next turn. We can block. Yeah, so opponent's going to put the 2 down. So they actually... Okay, so they made it easy. Because now I just need to go 2k, 2k, right? So 2k and then 2k. I think I want to keep the Sadi. Just in case I get another Galar Beast. Okay, so that one, I think... Okay, so if I block this one... If I block this one, opponent can go up to 8. If they go up to 8, I think that's fine. That means that they're using up the whole turn here. Sure. If they only go to... You have to go to 8, right? Let's go for it this way. I like this Jack too much. I like this Jack too much. So here we can actually play Kin, right? So we can actually play Kin and pop the Luffy, the 4-cost Luffy, right? So we can pop the 4-cost Luffy. That's a great draw. We can pop the 4-cost Luffy. We return a Dawn, kill this Luffy, right? Now this is a 6. So we can actually kill it with the Magellan. The problem is that, well, what we can do as well is that we can actually give this -3. So you turn another Dawn, give this -3. So now we can actually go ahead and attack here. Use the card action, return another Dawn. Force another 2k counter out. The opponent wants it. I guess they could have Radical Beam. So that's another 2k counter. Oh no, that's a card that you have to discard. So that's another 2k counter that they just... This is 3 cards that we have forced into discard. with this Jack, by the way. And this is the first Radical Beam. And the whole game plan here, notice how much life we have, right? The whole game plan is that eventually opponent's going to go to 0 life by themselves. And because we have been taking so many cards out of their hand, it means that they're going to have no way to protect themselves when they go to 0 life. And this is why this matchup is actually so good. Now, we have no cards in our hand, so it is a little bit unfortunate. But opponent has lost the Rush Luffy. They discarded the Ace last turn. They just lost... Okay, they got another Rush Luffy, so never mind. And they got the Nico Robin as well. They didn't play their 9-drop Whitebeard here. They have to attack. You have to kill this now, right? I mean, you didn't need to put any Dawn on it because we had no cards. So opponent's also playing a little bit weird, and that's kind of helping us out. But, I mean, I can't complain. Oh, Magellan. Wow. So this is going to force a Dawn on each of our sides to go down. The opponent's still going to go... Like, at this point, the Dawn doesn't matter for the opponent. But I do like that... Like, does he matter for me to play this Magellan? I guess we can start setting up for that big turn where we can actually kill the opponent's units. This Robin is a little bit of a problem. Do I want to go down? Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Let's return the Dawn. Maybe it's not important. We could have played it without doing this, right? Yeah, we could have played this without doing this. We didn't need to play their own playability. Because it's not going to matter for the opponent. They're still going to be at 10 next turn. So all I'm doing is putting myself behind. Yeah, so that's a misplay. That's a misplay. I didn't realize that this was an optional. Is it optional? Why did it give me the option? Down -1, your opponent returns one of the down cards. I thought it was not optional. A lot of times people forget Magellan's ability, so that's why I'm reminding the opponent. We have 6 and 7. If we kill this Luffy, does that matter? I mean, I know that the opponent's... Like, do I go for the... I think I need to try to kill the Luffy, right? So I need to try to kill the Luffy. I think it's correct to kill the Luffy so the opponent has one less attacker. They didn't have the 9-cost Whitebeard last turn. So I'm gonna pretend that they don't have it this turn. I mean, I guess I'll just go here. I'll go here. If they take that life, that the 9-cost Whitebeard doesn't matter. They took the life. So then let's just set up for next turn. Let's go here. And let's pick the 2k counter then. Which is gonna be the Shiki. Oh wait, but he's not a Shiki's not an impel down. So I guess we gotta pick the Minokoala is probably the best one because we get access to the blocker if we need to. We might lose the king here, but remember, we have seen the opponent just use so many 2k counters from those jacks earlier that we might just have lethal next turn. And even if not, we still have 3 life. Opponent has to kill this king. We have 2 attacks here. So opponent has to kill this king. We have 2 attacks with Magellan. We are going to be a little bit short on Dawn, more than I would like because of our misplay last turn. I guess 1 Dawn shorter. They finally got... I think they must have got them from the last life, right? So they must have got that from the last life. They do get to kill the king. And here we go. So we have enough for 1 blocker. We have enough for 1 blocker, which I think is going to be the Minokoala, which gives me 3 Dawn to play with. Or do we just put everything? I'm not scared of dying here. Opponent has 1. He's at 8. Plus 8 plus the 4 from Radical Beam is going to be 12. This gets me to 13, so I'm still forcing another card out. If they have a rusher, I'm gonna go ahead for it. 13, right? We took a lot of 2Ks out of them. This is gonna force out the Radical Beam plus another card, and with 3 life, I think I'm pretty close to being able to survive next turn. Unless the opponent has another Rush Ace or another Rush Luffy. And we already have seen 2 Rush Luffys and 1 Rush Ace. So if the opponent can get there, they get there. But they only have 2 cards. They have 3 attacks, they have 3 lives, and of course they have the Ace. The problem is, I mean, okay, so they have Ace. 5. 5. Okay, so this is a 5. They need to go, like, we have enough to counter a 6k attack. So 5, if they actually go 7, 6, oh no, we survive. We can stop the Robin, right? They even attacking the wrong, okay. So if the opponent was gonna go for this, they needed to attack for the Robin first. Because now I just get all this value, right? So sure, let's get that done so that we just have another done for next turn. I know that this Robin cannot kill me, she's only a 6. And if the opponent tries to kill this Magellan, then this is gonna go automatically another 1,000 up, right? So if the opponent actually kills this Magellan, because the Dawn gets returned, they need, see, like, they messed up, right? Like, you have to ignore the Magellan, right? You have to ignore the Magellan, because what happens now is that our leader Magellan gets 1,000 for free. And now we can actually just counter this with just 1 card instead of 2. So I think opponent was not used to playing around Magellan, right? Also, this is not activated. Why is this not activated? When it's every turn, by the way. So this hasn't been updated on the sim. So there was a errata that shows that this is supposed to happen every single turn, no matter if it's yours or the opponent's turn. So we still survive. It doesn't matter what the opponent does here. We put all our Dawn on our Magellan. Well, let's put it all on the Hannibal. And we attack for 12. And the Hannibal gets the victory. So I'm just going to verify real quick. And I'll let you guys know after on the outro if the Magellan actually was supposed to get 1,000 there when the opponent messed up and killed the 6-cost Magellan. So hope you enjoyed this game. I think it shows exactly why Magellan does well versus Whitebeard. That Jack got so much value out of him, right? Like, let's think back at what we took out. The opponent discarded a 2k counter, an ace, and another 2k counter on the 3 attacks that we got with the Jack. And I think that was pretty valuable enough, even though it set us behind a Dawn every single time that we did it. So GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. I was just speaking out of my ass. I actually went and verified, and the errata is that Magellan, when a Dawn card is returned from the field, so whether it's your own Dawn or the opponent's Dawn, he gets 1,000. But it is only on your turn, so doesn't happen to the opponent's turn. So I did speak out of my ass, and I was saying that the opponent misplayed when it was not the case. It was just me misunderstanding what the errata was. Can you imagine if Magellan could get 1,000 every time that Dawn is removed, whether it's yours or your opponent's turn? That would actually make Magellan super, super strong, because he could become a pseudo 6,000 leader just because of how easy it is to remove a Dawn from your field or from the opponent's field, even during their turn. So yeah, my own misplay. That I'm still learning Magellan, right? I'm covering this deck because he has become so popular as a counter deck. So I'm still learning the intricacies of it. But I like this deck a lot. It feels really, really smooth. I cannot complain about it. But anyways, what I was going to say, that was a good game. We'll do one more game of Magellan tomorrow. Hopefully we get something like Zoro or Kinemon. Another kind of meta deck. I think the most important match I wanted to show you was this one against Whitebeard. And you kind of see exactly what I'm talking about with Jack, and just how much value Jack can actually put into the opponent. I know I keep blocking the card, so maybe I need to move this. But this card, Jack, just carried that matchup, right? Removing 3 cards from the opponent, forced them into awkward positions where they didn't have those counters that they needed to actually survive and keep their units alive, which was amazing. Because eventually they go down to 0 life, and they have no cards, and then you can do the swings like I did there, back to back, knowing that you'll be able to stay alive. So yeah, This card is MVP against that deck. Everything else is pretty straightforward. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed today's showcase, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. If you like our content, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy your day.